Yo, what up? Yeah, it's been like a month, but that doesn't change anything. At least for me, because I've not seen any gameplay of this. I've been not watching it at all, so I don't know what's going to go happen. Um, so much for that threatening PewDiePie related topic last video, which that was pretty pointless, and I wasted my time being really threatening there. He posted them, and I just sat by and let him do it. Anyways, we are loading the game in. We're just gonna go ahead and get started. I should show my poem. Oh, who's who? Yuri? Oh, it's this person. Ellipses. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on, okay. Oh, just letting you guys know, this is like 3 in the morning. This is how dedicated or lazy I am. What's the difference? This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that might be after all reading through it. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad? No. Yo, if it's trash, call it trash. Don't beat around the bush. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buried her face in her hands, or just looked to the right. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. Takes her some time to get used to boys. BOIs. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end results is both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I'm so hungry. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself or me or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, and no, it's just as if there's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the lights. No, I gotta do it on British accent, because British people are fancy. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Climbs breathing out of the pleasant of living in the past. The lights flicker. I flicker back. That was a great British accent. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What do you talk about? That's not even a funny thing to say. Like, you know, those things is like, oh, people with a good handwriting are like, oh, sorry for the mess and stuff like that. That's not even funny. I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. You know what? Screw you. I don't need you to tell me how long it takes me to read a poem. Well, I just don't read scripts very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Hey, don't put words in my mouth. I never said I like that poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Like mild Taco John sauce. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Probably not Taco John sauce, mild sauce. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Mamer. Rally? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets that often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work? They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolic compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And so to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep in mind. Oh, are you wondering what that clicking is? That right there is the clicking of a mechanical keyboard. I'm counting on you. I got a mechanical keyboard. Now, who's out of all the one people should I show this to? Can I just skip? No, I'm not gonna skip. I need all that story. Hi, Mamer. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new at and everything, if you ever have a suggestion for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't listen to me. Don't be afraid to bring them up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, I want to share your poem with me. Want to share your poem with me? I guess I have to. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Oh, he's a step ahead of me. This man's a genius. Ah ha ha ha. No, I can do a little more spirited laugh. Ha 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 ha. That's spirited. Don't worry, Mamer. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. Yeah, showing a poem, but it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Mamer. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Ah ha 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 ha. Oh jeez. No, no. It's kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's good. She's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. Okay. Ah ha ha. I'm not spiriting that one up. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Eh? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. These poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anyone. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that. Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. Sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of style, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. Thanks, babe. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. I'm getting some puss, so I need to impress. Puss to impress. Ah ha ha ha. Ah ha. We laugh. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claimed to not be very good. She's confident that she's not good? That makes sense. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction of the sparkled protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. Protrudes. Why am I so retarded? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel. Blind like a film left out of the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. I already scorched a permanent copy of the meaningless image. Retinas. Why am I so retarded? It's just like a little hole. It wasn't too bright, it wasn't too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. Oh, she wants the D. So what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you like to call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to talk for feedback. What's that called whenever it has nothing? It's like interpretive? No. Like when you write something and it doesn't have a form. I know there's a word for it. It's okay. Yeah, it's kind of style gotten pretty popular nowadays. They say it for art too. It's really popular now. It's kind of like the thing is all art is everything is art or something. That's it. A lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it could be really powerful. Can I just make a rap or something? What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epip and I cannot read at 3:30 in the morning. It's been influencing my poems a bit. And yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself, get something down on the paper and then tidy up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. What if my hand's on my dongadong? Huh? Yeah. That's different results. Thanks for listening. I'm still trying to think of that word. I know someone's gonna say it or at least post in the comments maybe. Wink wink nudge nudge. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Yeah. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. Sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Nokia are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of them expressions exchange. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. Oh, there's gonna be a cat fight. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. I don't remember what it's about. I don't remember reading it. It's like a month ago. How can that be cute? I know that. I just mean the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Oh, this person's getting triggered about everything. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. Oh, if I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Mamer did too. Yeah. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some stress of my own. Ooh. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. Ooh, this is getting spicy. Taco John's mild sauce spicy. You can't see this, but I'm doing an OK sign. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Mamer liked my poem too, you know. Hey, I never said that. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, okay, thanks for putting me on blast. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Ooh, eh? That's not what Ooh. You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Mamer appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Ooh! Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh! Oh! This is getting really spicy. Is everything okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Maber started showing up. Ooh! Natsuki. Spicy. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was just standing there. I have to choose Mamer. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective. Dude, these girls are so thirsty, it's crazy. This wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convolutory for no reason? I mean, you should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Mamer. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning for most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary, limiting yourself. It's also a waste. You understand that, right, Mamer? Putting me on blast here. Well, how did I get dragged into this from the first place? Yeah, because Natsuki's all like, Mamer liked mine, and he's cool. It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be, you know, I remember, one thing I do remember, we're going on that Suki train. Yuri, you're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that I racked my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feeling with few words can be just as impressive as well. Let's let the reader imagination take over, and Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Show how much you know. That's not Natsuki. I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look. What we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing. Sharing it can definitely be hard. It looked like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori was nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki always gets caught up in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally remembered that. Barely audible. Yuri. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said. So you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me, Mamer. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about... Ooh. Natsuki glanced around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a hard time with it, then she boasted. Sayori and Minoki look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. I'm just wondering who wrote this. Like, just wondering. Sayori. Ellipses. I'll go make some tea. Eh? I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone read each other's poems, right? I hope that it's worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Mamer. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. Just saying, Sayori's the only one that doesn't seem to be hitting on me. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we get home, so we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. I want to write an ecchi. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Minokia. And what about what? That's not the most important thing about literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Ah ha ha ha. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. And then, though Minoki's right, being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth so far. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How do you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it's worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Mamer, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to say about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poem will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poem everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nodded to myself with newfound determination. Mamer, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Yeah, what do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Doesn't that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? Yes. No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Mamer, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. I bet. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Syria still hasn't caught on the kind of stimulation I'm in. Situation. Not stimulation. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Hey, that's pretty good. Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. Pat Serial on his shoulder. I ask that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as the internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do this. Alright. Let's do some cute things. Cute. Poof. Yeah. Heartbeat? Yeah. Suicide. Lollipop. Kawaii. Candy. Pure. Yeah. Kitty. Nibble. Charm. Oh no, wrong one. Giggle. Papa. Yeah. Boop. Marshmallow. Puppy. Fluffy. Anime. I don't know. Flower? Nope, wrong one. Warm. Nope, wrong one. Bubbles. Yeah. Another day passing. It's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greetings me. Hi, Mamer. You know what? I think that's a good time to end it. Well, this is the end of the video. If you liked it, obviously you like it. Dislike it, you obviously dislike it. If you find sexually attracted to these characters, Rule 34 it's if you want to support me, watch more videos. Subscribe if you have the time, I guess. Do share it, I guess. Well, yeah. Share it with close friends. Nobody outside of your close friends. This isn't the kind of video you just close friends with. Boom. It actually has been almost a month. I started at the beginning of summer. Anyways, bye.